Hello traders, Vladimir here. This is the weekly market review for the week starting on 21st of May 2017. Last week we saw some very interesting moves on majority of the pairs, while the finish was the anti-dollar moves mainly. Well, just besides the dollar yen. Which mainly related to what's happening on the indices, and indices dropped down very heavily, partly on last week. So why all this sensitive situation on the market happens? Mainly due to Mr. Trump, of course, and all the speculations and the rumors keep coming to us every single day regarding yes or no Russian connection. Now, our job as traders is not to judge, is not to predict, is not to guess or take any position. Our job is just to try and to follow the charts. But the fact is that it's happening, and it's affecting big time. The way it does look, at least as for now, then the majority of the majors are probably coming to some temporary tops, which might begin this week and might begin the next week. So we are coming to some very heavy zones, saying that. I believe that the dollar is about to get strong again on the short term, meaning few days or few weeks, on a very coming period, and it's very well seen by pairs like the pound dollar, euro dollar, many dollar franc, dollar yen, dollar CAD, and even some on the other majors. So let's go over the charts and see what are our best opportunities we can trade this week. But the first thing, take a quick look on what we expect to happen this week. We have the Eurogroup meeting this Monday. Canada will celebrate a holiday, Victoria's Day. Then Tuesday, inflation report hearings and German IFO business climate in the Eurozone and Britain, and we can expect some volatility on this too. On Wednesday, Canada will decide about the cash rate, and we have the FOMC meetings as well. Annual budget will be released in New Zealand. Thursday would be quiet in the European session, and then OPEC meetings, which means some volatility probably to come, oil related, which means some of the commodity pairs like dollar Canadian and others, and of course the oil itself. So saying that, let's go over the setups we have. Let's start with the euro dollar, which was the first one I have mentioned before as well. It is approaching to some monster zone around the 161.8, which is, believe it or not, okay, as you can see right here, okay, on a very powerful magnet zone, and it's coming very close. So I believe starting from here somewhere, okay, and a bit higher, I would say starting from 112.50 through 113.50, I believe the top is about to be created, and we are going to see some heavy retrace down. Now one more cycle is developing here, and this is this duplication, which takes us also to the 100. It's right here. Everything happening on the same place exactly, and this is also next to the top of the weekly channel, and we have these tops trend line. So it's really interesting fact. And if we take a look here, we are coming to the days where we should be looking for possible sells. Okay, now Take a look on the dates. We have 22nd, which is beginning tomorrow, and then it's actually all this period is coming very, very, very heavy, and we are talking about 24, 27, 28. So this is a very powerful bearish zone forming, and I believe we will be facing some very good opportunities. Talking about sell action zones, we have this one as well, around 112.80. Next ones are slightly higher. Now this should be the place where things are about to happen on the bearish side. Now, are we going actually to just jump in by the level? Well, you could. This is an aggressive approach, but you could just attack the level. On the second view, what we can do here is trade the false break. So for example, we have approached here, false breaks, right? Lower lows to be created, some kind of pullback, and try to go with the sell. Our idea is to trade the risk reward. So the less we trade and the more we aim to cash out at the end of the journey, the bigger it is, the better the setup we have. This way we can even be wrong once or twice and make it happen only once after that and still become very, very profitable. So euro dollar is the first one. The next one is the pound dollar, which is approaching to some amazing zones. This zone is right here next to 132, maybe even a bit higher, and we have this area which is the 161.8 of this cycle. They are all in the same place, 132 plus zone. Okay? And this is developing to be a triple cycle. So we have this 1, 2, 3. Okay. Meanwhile, as long as we are not there, every little pullback can use us as a potential buy opportunity, as long as the trend line holds and as long as the support holds, right? But this is not different from what we've been talking about all the last period. And talking about crystal ball, the way what it gives us is actually already some sell zones according to the statistics. But in terms of days, we also have 22nd, 26, 27, 29, a very, very, very powerful bearish zone coming. And altogether, if we continue this rally for a few more days, we are coming to the monster period of sells, where from the sells should actually begin from. Are we going blindly attack it? Well, if we do that, again, we can, but it would be risky, it would be tricky. And if we put this cycle, the last one, it will bring us to the same level extension, right? So I believe we are going to get to this place, from there set up the cells that we have been talking about. How it could all work out. We could slowly grow like this, okay, or fastly grow like this, create some kind of rocket, some kind of extreme here and here, and then boom, step trading 1, 2, 3, and we drop down. The second option is, as I said, to be slower, which means slowly getting there, something like that. Okay, get here, create a false break of this trend line, and then we can sell rally. So drop, retrace, and sells. Okay, how far can we go if this is about to be a top actually? Well, first of all, what we will do is we take these two cycles, this one and this one, we put the levels, right, on both, and that will be our target number one, the 38.2 zone, then the 50 zone. That would be our target for these beautiful cycles we combine. Once it drops, and if it drops, of course, what we do is we cash out when we have signs against it, right? So let's say it's dropping, reach the zone we want, we start to get a bullish divergence. This is our cash out zone. Okay, euro versus the pound, also approaching to some amazing levels. We gonna have a cash out here, as you can see, triangle here, sorry. So that would be a really great zone next to 0.87, And as well, we can put here two different cycles. Let's drop to the 4-hour chart, and you can see here that would be number one, the gapping cycle, right? You see where the level is? On top of the possible triangle. And the next one would be right here. Okay, now that could be, if we really go there, this is a monster area. Now, can we go there? The answer is of course yes. This is the top of the range. Everything looks promising there. That would be a Bollinger Band duplication right on the top. Really looks good. And if we take a look on the crystal ball as well, we have the bullish tunnel right now, so we can slowly rally towards there. And the dates we would be looking to reach would be where again? At the end of the month, 24, 5, 7, 29. That's why I believe few more bullish days to come, ideally to cross above the 080 650 zone, or at least get closer to there, and we are looking for sales. These are our action zones based on the crystal ball. This is where we will be looking for actions. Okay, how? Same story exactly. We approach here, we are looking for false breaks, lower lows. Okay, false breaks for highs to understand the bears are giving up, lower lows to gain the momentum, pullbacks, trend line, breakout. That would be the safest way to trade that, of course. That's another great, really great opportunity that is forming right now. If we keep going over the European pairs, we can find another amazing one, which is called the Euro versus the Canadian. I believe this one could provide us some amazing opportunity, and I'm talking about 153, 154 zone, slightly higher than the current one. We have this and we have this. The combination between them could be just unbelievably amazing, powerful. That's the area. If we can climb towards, we're going for a massive sell. Currently, every drop down, I think, should use us as an opportunity to rally towards this area. According to weekly, it is developing as a potential bearish hidden divergence, but the daily chart does not provide us confirmations yet. This divergence is creating, but we do not have on any of the time frames situations what we call lower lows. Okay, and that's rule number one for it. Now, what would be the alternative instead of rallies? What could happen here is if we break through, okay, let's say like this, then we rally a bit and one more, that will create for us kind of a triple cycle here. If that's the situation, what we do is we are waiting for the next two waves, mark the trend line in between them, and trade the breakout. First of all towards this area. Later on, we are going to rely on the full cycle here. Okay, a really interesting opportunity is coming, which we should take advantage of. And looking on the dates, then what we have here on the top, again 27, 28, end of the month, and then it goes through the beginning of the next month, first four. Now, if we go to the levels we want, we have all the reasons statistically to continue, so to stop looking for the buys and start converted to the sells. And as per levels, that's our action zone, selection zone, 152.50, 153.50, and the next one 154, one close to 155. This is our action zone, and if we can climb towards here, this is going to be just an amazing opportunity. Keep an eye. Next one is the Euro versus the Australian. Again, many European pairs right now, but we have to be careful here and choose the best one with the risk reward. Okay, so they all look good, but we choose the ones that provide the best of the risk reward. Okay, now we have this cycle coming and giving us the 261.8, and if we go for a deeper cycle, we have this duplication, which is also in play. We have a beautiful divergence forming right now, and we are next to the high of the previous down move. And believe it or not, we are on a bearish hidden divergence by a 50% retrace of this cycle. Theoretically, we could climb towards 158, and most likely we even will. But as for now, shorts are building on. So what and how we are going to trade it? We already had, because daily cycles involved, we can trade on the 1 hour chart as well. What we have here, we have two false breaks. The first one was actually right here, but the second one, okay, was right here. They both relate to the same false break, and we got this convergence right on that place. Okay, now we have two waves retrace, rally retrace, right, which took us to the 161.8 expansion right here, very close to that, which means we are after sells. And what kind of sells are we going to do right now? Now, what we can trade, and it's very important to mention, okay, as long as this stop holds, of course. If we break through, I'll show you how we update the plan. But as long as this stop holds, what we are looking at is the break of this area, small pullback, and we are looking for the possible sells. Okay, this is our watch list. If we break through this high, what we will be looking for, the next step would be here, lower lows, after that retrace into waves and the breakout. Okay, this is our next do list. We are on an amazing sell action zone. We can cross through, reach the 152 zone, but we will have, actually we have now the buys according to crystals, and we had a beautiful buy on that day. Again, crystal gave us the opportunity even to ride, you see, from here, even to ride this rally, but we are talking about the coming sells. As for the period 23, 24, 29, all that again take us to the very powerful ending zone. We are building up for sells, and that's the two options we have for these sells. And if we already covered almost all the euros, one more euro is to come, by the way, Eurozone meeting, remember, that could be the trigger for things to happen. Now we are talking about the euro versus the New Zealandian, another amazing pair, another amazing opportunity which got us towards 100. There is still a chance we are about to climb towards 166. It is doable, it is possible, but we are on an amazing place already by two cycles meeting point. This is the 61.8 with the 100 duplications. That's amazing place. Daily chart, 4 hour chart, both involved here. We have this kind of trend line false break here. Really good opportunity from my point of view. On the 1 hour chart we had, well, we actually had second, no convergence was created. So this is our current high we are watching. Now there are two options. Option number one, we are going to below this area. Okay, let's say 1, 2, 3, climbing into waves right after that, and then we sell the breakout right from there. Option number two, we are climbing just for one more high. Oops. Lower lows after that, and same story. Two waves retrace, breakout, and we are there. Divergence is developing everywhere, starting from the daily chart and going through all the rest, which means we are on a very good sell zone. If it keeps climbing, we are going towards 166, 167, where we're going to sell from, but we are approaching to the beautiful sell action zone. Okay, 24 could be an amazing day for that, and if not, we are going through the end of the month 29. Okay, so we will have to see what the next couple triple days provide us. We might get this stop there right here, okay, by holding as I suggested with our low, or if we climb higher, the next important levels. Watch that to happen, guys. We have all of them, some amazing levels. Now there are many European pairs as for now, you can see on the chart. There probably is a reason for that, but again, do not attack them all. Wait for the best, for those that can pay you best. Okay, that's the game of trading. Get the ones that can pay you the best. Next one on the list, let's go over the other pair. Well, dollar yen for me non-readable, so I don't even intend to read that. Pound yen did a very beautiful opportunity. Those of you who are long from the bottoms, as we can see here, it bounced from the 161.8. Just hold your longs versus the low, because there is a good chance we are going to 150, 151. And if not, and if we are about to climb one more, if we're about to drop for one more low, it's probably going to be something like that, maybe even slightly lower for triple cycle, and from there we are going to look for the buys. Okay, technically there are all the reasons this pair could continue to climb towards the 150 zone. It looks good from my point of view. So again, those of you who are in, just hold it going. It looks very promising, very good. Dollar Canadian did finally what we have been waiting for, and there is a very good chance that this 61.8 of this cycle holds. And now hitting, we have a bearish false break here with a bearish divergence. It looks good, so those of you who are short, let it go. There is a very good chance we are going to 133, which is the 38.2 of this full cycle, and that's right here. Okay, there's a very good chance we are aiming there, but start to be aware of this bullish hidden divergence that might take place. For that to happen, we will need a 4-hour chart to correlate. So, or stop right now and create here the reversal, or slowly drop like this and recreate the divergence, and from this area it will be the end and start the rally. Anyway, the bearish currently remains. Those of you who are in, let it go, and those of you who follow during the week, just hold your positions. Nothing changed here. Which bring me to oil, and if there will be no changes, most of the chances oil currently holds the trend line here and holds the support and about to continue to climb. We can see that going high, very high, well, I would say it's simple, buy retraces. We currently have it like in triple cycle building here. Okay, so it most likely will find short-term tops soon, provide some kind of retrace after that, and boom, voila, we can look to rejoin. As per the crystal ball, also we have some levels from here and slightly higher, which could provide this triple cycle down move to begin. As per dates, we were in a bearish channel, which now changed to bullish, and the further we go, the more powerful pressure it will be to come to the natural zone, and that very likely to happen, or now 21st as we have, right? Or if it keeps climbing, then only on the next months, at the beginning of the next month. So the end of this month, starting the beginning of next month would be the the pressure. But as I said, there's a very good chance 21st, actually now the beginning of the week, might make the move, and we have to pay attention to that. If we do get retraces in two waves, this is an amazing buy opportunity for us. As per cycles, we currently are next to the 161.8. of this, and this is also triple cycle right here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, powerful. Yep, indeed. Indices, well, after crossing these lower lows, the idea is only for sells, while this top holds, this one, the pressure remains bearish. Only if this top is broken we will have to rebuild the cycle, but currently we got 2 waves correction, which is better seen on the 1 hour chart right here. Break of this trend line could bring us the call we want, but I'm not sure we can call it a low, to be honest. Therefore what is best to be done is neither we get something like that and then we have clearer trend line for a breakout, or we will wait until we go below this low, so it's actually like switching it. So what could happen, that's one of the options could happen, and the second option is right here. If we climb and finish here and then we create lower lows, we after that look for sales. That's for the tops. If as long as the top holds. If this top will not hold and we break through, then we are looking for the next false break, lower lows, retrace, and beginning. We are fighting the 2400s, same level I've been talking about too many weeks and months. And this fight is because this is critical zone. Very, very powerful chance that this stop that was created on 15 right here previous few days ago actually started the down move. If we break through that, our next days to watch will be 25, 26, and if not, then it is going only until the beginning of the next month, and that's all. So that's relevant for all of them. Nasdaq, which also provides some very good opportunity. S&P, of course, the Dow Jones, they all the American indices, and again, all that is relevant only and only for the as long as the last highs holds. And the sugar that we have been talking about on all the last period, holding this double cycle, aiming very likely the 38.2 of this correction. Okay, so those of you who are interested in the commodities now, this is what's happening. Okay, we finally get higher lows, higher highs, gaining some kind of momentum. If we break above this high right here, we can looking for buy a retrace it. That's the high. If we climb above it, 2 waves, and we can go and look for the breakouts and trade it, taking us towards here. Okay, that's the opportunities as they are forming, and that will be all. A lot of things happening, a lot of things on the watch list, and sorry, 2 more I forgot actually. Aussie versus the franc, which is approaching some monster levels. I ideally hope we can go towards 0.7150, because that would be just a dream zone for me. That would also be the 50% retrace of this triple cycle. Just unbelievably powerful if we can go to there. If we do reach this area, look for buys there. It could be so great opportunity, which it will be too bad to miss. Okay, that's the triangle. One more push towards this area. It could be really, really too powerful to be missed. It could be the beginning of some very, very, very massive and amazing journey. Keep an eye here. Really good one. And cat franc, of course, same we have been talking about so many times. Investment buy is amazing. There is a chance we're about to cross the 0.70 down. maybe reach the 0.69 zone before we are flying again to the upside. Keep an eye here. These two are really amazing opportunities. Cat franc and Aussie franc. That will be all, guys. Thank you very much for your time watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you and you enjoyed the explanation and the examples of how everything should be traded. We rely on a lot of the levels and days based on the crystal ball, but the bottom line is, once you find your levels based on cycles and you find the best days to trade them based on statistics we have, for example, on the crystal ball, or those of you who have the Libra code, we can trade then any single strategy you want. You can apply everything. And for the intraday, go with the trend, classical 2 waves and breakout correction. That's the SRS. That's why the arsenal I provide you with should cover you with every single thing. So enjoy that, guys, and this is why I do that for you, so everything is clearer for you when you use what and how. Thanks for your time watching this video. I wish you a wonderful trading week, and I'll see you with the daily forecast updates to come. Yours for your success, Vladimir Ribakov.